In today's digital age, cybercriminals are becoming more sophisticated in their attacks. One of the sneaky tactics they use is creating fake websites that look almost identical to legitimate ones. These counterfeit sites can trick even the most cautious users, leading to stolen information, compromised security, and financial loss. But as an ethical hacker, you have the tools and knowledge to spot these fakes before they cause damage. In this video, I'll show you the exact steps ethical hackers take to identify fake similar websites created by hackers. Before we get started with the first tip, if you find value in content like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future updates on cybersecurity tips and strategies. Now, let's jump into it. 1. Examine the URL closely. The first thing ethical hackers do when trying to identify a fake website is to carefully inspect the URL. Cybercriminals often use URLs that are almost identical to the legitimate site, but with subtle differences like a misspelled domain, the use of a hyphen, or even different domain extensions, e.g., .com versus .net. For example, a legitimate website might be www.example.com, but a hacker could create a fake version with the URL www.xornple.com. Notice how the M is replaced with RN, which can be hard to spot at first glance. As an ethical hacker, scrutinizing the URL for these small changes is crucial. You can also leverage automated tools or browser extensions that highlight suspicious URLs. Another trick hackers use is creating URLs that contain extra words or numbers. Let's say the legitimate site is www.banksecure.com, but the fake one might be www.banksecure-login.com. The addition of words like login or secure can make the site seem official, but in reality, it's a phishing attempt designed to steal login credentials. As an ethical hacker, it's important to always be aware of these URL tricks and verify the legitimacy of any website you're inspecting. 2. Check the SSL certificate. One of the easiest ways to determine if a website is fake or legitimate is to check its SSL certificate. A genuine website will have an SSL certificate, which you can identify by looking for a padlock icon in the browser's address bar and the URL starting with HTTPS instead of HTTP. SSL certificates help secure communication between the user and the website, making it harder for hackers to intercept sensitive information. However, just because a website has an SSL certificate doesn't always mean it's safe. Hackers are getting smarter and can now obtain SSL certificates for their fake websites. As an ethical hacker, you can go a step further by clicking on the padlock icon and examining the certificate details. Look for inconsistencies in the certificate issuer or check if the certificate is self-signed. If anything looks suspicious or out of place, it's a strong indicator that the website may be fake. Also, pay attention to websites that don't have any SSL certificates. While legitimate websites have adapted to using SSL as a security measure, fake websites may still lag in acquiring certificates, which is a red flag. 3. Analyze the website's content. Another key step in identifying a fake website is analyzing the content. Cybercriminals may copy the layout and branding of a legitimate site, but they often cut corners when it comes to the finer details like the text, images, and overall quality of the website. Look for signs of poorly written content, such as grammar mistakes, awkward phrasing, or text that doesn't make sense. Fake websites tend to rush through creating their copy, which often results in errors that stand out to a keen observer. Additionally, examine images on the site. Are they pixelated, blurry, or seem to be taken from another source? Many hackers will use stock images or low-quality visuals that give away the fact that the site isn't legitimate. One more telltale sign is the lack of depth in the website's content. For instance, a legitimate website might have multiple pages and sections, like an About Us page, detailed product descriptions, or blogs. A fake site, on the other hand, might have just 1 or 2 generic pages with little useful information. By paying close attention to the website's content, ethical hackers can spot the differences between a fake and real site. 4. Use WHOIS lookup tools. WHOIS lookup tools are an invaluable resource for ethical hackers when it comes to verifying a website's legitimacy. These tools allow you to view details about the domain, such as when it was registered, who registered it, and where it's hosted. A legitimate website will usually have been registered for a long period, often several years. If the website in question was just registered recently, it could be a red flag. Hackers often create fake websites for short-term use, and they may only register the domain for a few months. WHOS data can also reveal whether the domain registrant's details are publicly available or hidden behind a privacy service. While using privacy services isn't inherently suspicious, it can be a sign that the website's owner is trying to hide something. As an ethical hacker, checking the WHOS information can help confirm whether a website is trustworthy or potentially malicious. 5. Examine the source code. For ethical hackers with more technical expertise, examining the website's source code can provide additional clues. By viewing the website's HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can spot irregularities that might indicate malicious intent. One of the first things you should look for is hidden forms or scripts designed to capture user information. Fake websites often use hidden fields that aren't visible to the user but are collecting sensitive data, such as usernames, passwords, or credit card numbers. You might also find references to malicious scripts hosted on external domains, which can be a strong indication that the website is not legitimate. Furthermore, ethical hackers can use source code analysis to check whether the website has been compromised or injected with malware. Look for unusual code patterns, suspicious redirects, or any signs that the website is engaging in harmful activities behind the scenes. Spotting a fake website requires a combination of technical skills, attention to detail, and the use of advanced tools. Whether you're an ethical hacker or simply someone trying to stay safe online, understanding how to identify these fake sites can save you from becoming a victim of cybercrime. Now that you know the signs to look for, always keep an eye out for suspicious websites and protect yourself and others from falling into the traps of cybercriminals. If you found this information helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Stay safe online, and I'll see you in the next video.